Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the fifth set. Today I've got some great behind the scenes footage at the Hurlingham Club for the Giorgio Armani Tennis Classic. So come with me and let me show you. First and foremost, this club is beautiful. I've been lucky enough to play here several times because I have friends who are members, but it's just a gorgeous setting. And this week it was more special because Giorgio Armani had obviously taken over for their tennis classic, which meant we had this Giorgio Armani presence, their store, and a summer house that was built. So you could buy merch if you wanted to. There was a great selection, really aesthetic, and just really nice vibe all around on a beautiful summer's day. But of course, getting into the summer house, this was also super fun because this is where you had, again, a great aesthetic. You could take photos, mingle with guests. They had tons of free drinks. So just wanted to show you this, but more excitingly, this was really cool. So Ben Shelton was warming up before his exhibition match, and I got to watch him for the entire 45 minutes. And I'm 4 meters away, 6 meters away, something like that. So pretty insane. So let's talk about it. You can see first and foremost that Ben was warming up with his ground strokes, really nice shots. I didn't really notice how flat his backhand was. You can see from the trajectory, it's much flatter than his forehand. It was then time for a couple volleys, and just gonna zoom out here for you guys to show you this view as he warms up his volleys. So the individual he's playing with is a chap called Tom, who played D1 tennis, and I was catching up with him as well. I have an interview with him about this experience on my channel on Instagram, so check it out. And then, of course, it was time to see that Ben Shelton serve up close. It's incredible. I mean, the extent to which he bends, gets that energy through his body, and then the pronation of his elbow and wrist, and it's such a cool serve motion. And Ben's a big dude. I mean, he's, I think, 6'5", and he's just stacked. So seeing him up close was crazy because, you know, we forget how built and how big these athletes are. And of course, it explains why he has one of the most powerful serves on tour, especially on grass when it skids or those kick serves really just take off as they bounce out wide. Man, that's got to be a nightmare. So I was just admiring his serve. And I will say, to Tom's credit, he was getting a fair few back in play. I know they weren't playing points, but as you can see, he was getting the racket on them and getting them back, which is easier said than done. Then it was a time for a few returns, and then after this, he ended his practice session. So then I went over to watch Marin Cilic. What a great experience this was. He is actually one of my favorite players. I'm so happy to see him recovering from injury, getting back. Hopefully he does well at Wimbledon. He's projected to play Draper in the second round, so not an easy draw. But keep in mind, Cilic made the 2017 Wimbledon final, lost to Fed. I mean, no one can blame you for losing to Fed at Wimbledon, but he is a phenomenal player. And again, he's massive. I think Cilic is 6'6" or 6'7", but people may not notice that. And he has a brilliant serve, like Ben, as a result of that. In fact, I'm pretty sure Cilic is up in like the top 10 most aces of all time list. So definitely a very accomplished player. He's played well on grass in the past, and seeing him up close was just a real joy. The last time I saw him play was when he made the semifinals at Roland Garros several years ago. I was really hoping he would have made the finals then, but hopefully now, last year or last couple years left, he can get a few more great results, because that would be such a wonderful story. And yeah, I mean, he unfortunately lost this exhibition match, but as you can see again, I had such wonderful seats with a wonderful view. And then after that, it was time for another surprise, because when I went back to the practice area, David Ferrer and Feliciano Lopez, were warming up. And so Feliciano was playing a doubles match later in the evening, and it was so nice to see these guys warming up. I mean, if you know, of course, David Ferrer, Roland Garros finalist and world number 4 for a long time. Feliciano Lopez, I think, has played close to a record of like 70 or 75 Grand Slams. His longevity throughout his career was very impressive. And these guys were hitting, and look how clean they're hitting the ball. I mean, they're both obviously retired into their 40s, but I guess class is permanent, so once you have it, you have it. And it was really fun seeing them hit. And then after that, it was time to watch Ben Shelton's exhibition match, which was also a lot of fun. He was playing Echeverry. They were putting on a clinic, but also, having a good time, keeping in mind it was an exhibition. But what a great day. A big shout out to Giorgio Armani for inviting me. It was just such a joy to be here on a beautiful summer's day in London, a beautiful club, great tennis. I mean, what more could you want as a tennis fan? So if you guys are coming down for Wimbledon next year or planning to, then definitely stop by and get tickets for this exhibition because it's definitely worth it. And yeah, that brings an end to today's episode. And I will have more updates for you from Wimbledon very, very soon. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.